Your court date is coming fast, and showing up without a solid game plan could cost you big. In this video, you'll learn how to prepare for Baltimore Landlord-Tenant Court in 2026, how to gather evidence, understand court procedures, and handle landlord-tenant disputes like a pro, whether you're filing or defending in small claims court. Get the confidence and strategy you need before you step inside the courtroom. Hey everyone, it's Alyssa with Bay Property Management Group. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss essential updates on landlord-tenant disputes, property management tips, and rental law insights. Let's start with the basics. The Baltimore Landlord-Tenant Court handles cases such as evictions, rent disputes, security deposits, repair claims, and lease violations. Who can file first? Both landlords and tenants can initiate a case. A landlord may file for unpaid rent or eviction, while a tenant can file for failure to make repairs, illegal charges, or violations of tenant rights. Filing first often gives the filer more control over the narrative and the burden of proof, which can make a difference in how the judge views the case. Now let's tackle some common myths about landlord-tenant court. Myth number 1. The judge always sides with landlords. In reality, judges in landlord-tenant disputes decide based on evidence and Maryland law, not favoritism. Myth number 2. Tenants can't win in small claims court. That's false. Tenants often succeed, especially with solid documentation of repairs, safety violations, or unfair charges. Myth number 3. If I just explain my side, that's enough. That's not true. Documentation, timelines, and evidence carry far more weight than words alone. And myth number 4. Landlord-tenant court is casual. Also wrong. This is a formal legal setting. Mistakes in etiquette or preparation can cost you the case. The real takeaway, knowing your rights and responsibilities before you step into court matters most. The law protects both landlords and tenants, but only if you can prove your side with facts and follow proper procedure. The strongest cases are built before you set foot in Baltimore Landlord-Tenant Court. Here's what you'll need: a signed lease agreement with any lease addendums, payment history and receipts to prove rent was paid or not, communication logs including text messages, emails, or certified letters, photo and video evidence documenting property condition, repairs, or damages. Don't just gather documents. Organize your evidence in a clear and chronological timeline so the judge can follow the story easily. If you're uncertain, seek advice early. Legal aid organizations, tenant unions, or private attorneys can explain your rights, even if you don't hire them to represent you. A quick consultation could be the edge you need in small claims court. So what happens when you actually arrive? First, you'll check in with the court clerk. Then cases are called in order. You'll see the judge, clerk, bailiff, and other attorneys present. Here are some courtroom etiquette tips that many people overlook. Arrive early. Being late can result in your case being dismissed. Dress professionally. First impressions really matter, even in landlord-tenant disputes. Turn off your phone. Interruptions can frustrate both the judge and other parties. Stand when the judge enters and always address them as your honor. Speak clearly and avoid interrupting, even if you disagree. Judges want calm, fact-based arguments. Bring extra copies of your evidence for the judge and the opposing party, a step many people tend to forget. And here are little known but important tips for presenting your case. Practice a brief opening summary of your case, staying calm, clear, and focused on the facts. In small claims court, clarity and brevity win points. Don't ramble. State your claim, your evidence, and what you're asking the judge to do. Understand the judge's decision. When the judge rules, the outcome could be an eviction granted with specific move-out date, monetary judgment requiring rent or damages to be paid, a payment plan allowing extra time to pay overdue rent, the case may be dismissed if there isn't enough evidence, or a judgment in favor of the tenant requiring repairs, refunds, or security deposit return. Compliance is critical. If you're ordered to pay, don't ignore it. Non-compliance can lead to wage garnishment, property liens, or even the seizure of funds. For landlords, failing to follow eviction procedures after a ruling can cause delays and additional penalties. If you disagree with the decision, you can appeal, but appeals in small claims court must be filed quickly. often within 10 days. Appeals mean a new trial in a higher court, so carefully weigh the cost, time, and likelihood of success before filing. The best way to handle landlord-tenant disputes is to prevent them before they even start. Clear communication, timely repairs, thorough documentation, and proactive maintenance all reduce the risk of ending up in Baltimore Landlord-Tenant Court. If you need help, there are local resources like legal clinics, tenant advocacy groups, and government resources in Baltimore that can guide you through disputes. Bottom line, knowledge is power. Whether you're a landlord managing multiple rentals or a tenant protecting your rights, understanding Baltimore Landlord-Tenant Court procedures and preparing thoroughly can save you time, money, and stress. So, is Baltimore Landlord-Tenant Court intimidating? Well, it doesn't have to be. With preparation, evidence, and knowledge of small claims court procedures, you can handle disputes effectively and protect your rights. At Bay Property Management Group, we help landlords and tenants navigate the rental process with expert property management services, maintenance support, and tenant screening. If this video was helpful, like it, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to follow Bay Property Management Group on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn to stay updated on rental laws, landlord-tenant tips, and real estate insights. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.